Hello, welcome back to my channel, Taurus Gem Tarot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you feel called to do so. As you can see, I've decided to do things a little differently. Today we are going to do a signs reading, and I have already picked the sign that we are doing today. Gemini came out. And I have already chosen the two oracle cards that we are going to be using today. What is your message from the universe, Gemini? The medallion. The passing on of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet, when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held on to for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. One light. Upholding tradition, protecting, honoring. When dark, burdensome inheritance, habituation, go deeper. Egyptian scarab amulets. Do you believe that objects contain supernatural properties? When have you experienced this to be true? Imagine if you and your family, school, or social group had a crest, emblem, or amulet. What would it be? Draw it. All right. So, for this one, what is your message from the universe? Is it possible that you are holding on to things that you could let go of? Have you been given things from your family or collecting things throughout your life that meant something to you once but don't mean anything or don't mean as much to you anymore? Like maybe when you were younger you liked a particular kind of thing that you collected, and you still are hanging on to those things, and they're just kind of taking up space. Maybe you don't even have them out anymore and they're just packed away, and you're just holding on to them for the memories or the mementos. Maybe you're being asked to remove some clutter, or also it mentioned to be aware of like how it might bind you to an unspoken agreement or promise. And that could be something like a wedding ring. A wedding ring could be like this symbol, because somebody will give you a wedding ring and ask you to marry them, and the unspoken agreement is the commitment that you guys are making to each other, and it's kind of like binding you together. Also, another thought is maybe your great grandma, great grandma has been passing down a Christian emblem, and then once you got older you decided that you weren't like Christian anymore. You decided to go into another religion, or your spiritual views changed in some way. Would you feel like that object made you feel like you needed to remain as a Catholic? I'm just using this as an example. It was the first thing that popped into my head as an idea. Do you feel like it would make you feel like you had to stay in that religion that you did not feel like resonated with you anymore? Or do you feel like you would be able to comfortably change to another religion that you connect with more, or belief system that you connect with more? I also think that it's kind of a metaphorical concept as well, which is why I brought up that last one as an example, because I feel like some things that we're given aren't always necessarily objects. They could be like thought processes or belief systems, or ideas, the way that we feel about things. So going back to that last example, if you were raised this way your whole life, and then you decided to change your views and ideas, do you feel like your thought processes or your beliefs that you were given previously serve you still? If you don't feel like you're connected to that belief system anymore in the same way, do you feel like it would be burdening if you felt like you had to stay in that place? Do you think that you would continue doing it just out of habit, or to please the people in your life that you feel might feel a certain kind of way if you chose something different? And it could be about something totally different. It doesn't have to even be about some kind of a religious thing. It could be like other kinds of thought processes, like the way that you view relationships, or the way that you view yourself, just different kinds of beliefs and thought processes, how you see other people, like how you learned how to view others and how to view yourself. Is there a way that you learned that still resonates with you and you choose to hold on to? Or is there something about that no longer resonates with you that you would be better off letting go of? I'm sure that you would know whether or not this medallion in your life is metaphorical or physical, and whether or not you need to hold on to it or let go of it. Just because you let go of it doesn't mean you have to throw it in the trash. You could pass it on to somebody that you know would appreciate it as much as you had, and who would take care of it as well as you did. All right. Next card. What do you need to release? Eyes of the Eagle. Rising above the fray. This card makes me think of the band. You Found Me. That song. Eyes of the Eagle. Protection. Inherent trust. Rising above the fray. The eyes of the eagle offers you the gift of foresight, the skill of looking ahead to see the unfolding of destiny before it all manifests as reality. The eagle's extraordinary vision allows it to spot the tiny mouse from its lofty perspective as it flies thousands of feet into the atmosphere. In a similar fashion, you too can train your keen eyes to discern the workings of humans. Eyes of the Eagle is an invitation to witness the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, yet react to nothing. Act only to further your noblest calling. The eagle flies above all creatures. When it meets obstacles, it simply rises above them. Know that you are protected. You can fly high above the judgment, slings, and arrows, and the darts of envy from others who may not have your great wings and are still arguing with the penguins over crumbs. Trust that you are ready for whatever fortune has placed before you, even if you feel not yet properly equipped to meet its challenges. Your willingness to say yes to spirit has nothing to do with how well outfitted you are. Hesitating, on the other hand, will suck the air from under your wings and make you lose altitude. You are called now to trust your heart and your instincts, to move fearlessly and not waver. The time is right, and no harm can come your way if your motives are pure and you act courageously. So I feel like you are being asked to release fear and insecurity with this card. Okay, Spirit, tell me more about message from the universe. Clarify the message from the universe, please, Spirit. Let's clarify the message from the universe. Please clarify the message from the universe. It's possible that you could be holding on to your medallions for fear of starting something new. So I kind of feel like in this context it could be talking about the metaphorical sense of the medallion in a sense of beliefs or thought processes. Maybe you may recognize a pattern or a thought process or belief system in your life that may need to be changed, yet you haven't made the commitment or full effort to move in that direction out of fear of the change and the new beginning, the uncertainty and the fear behind that. You got the eyes of the eagle rising above the fray for what you need to release as well, which is releasing your fears and insecurity. And I feel like maybe you're being asked to release your fears and insecurity about letting go of your old thought processes or patterns, or maybe a lifestyle or a belief system, and move towards your change, your new beginning, your new cycle, possibly. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. Maybe you've experienced some setbacks and frustration with moving towards this. I feel like it's possible that maybe you may need a little bit of patience and self-discipline to finish working on what you started and moving forward. Okay, what do you need to release? So with the eyes of the eagle, it's saying it offers you the gift of foresight and the skill of looking ahead to see the unfolding of of destiny before it all manifests as reality. I feel like this Ace of Swords is saying that there's a need for inner clarity and maybe some reevaluation of ideas for how you've been going about trying to be successful or working on being successful in your new beginning. So the Knight of Cups is like a bringer of ideas, opportunities, and he is also emotional. You know, cups are emotions. So I feel like maybe you're being asked to sit in these feelings of frustration that you've been having to understand better where they're coming from in yourself. Why are you feeling frustrated? What's causing the frustration? What can you do to let go of the frustration so that you could be at peace? I feel like if you could learn how to let go of the frustration by sitting in these emotions to understand them better and why you're feeling them, it will help you gain the clarity that you need to have some moments of clarity where you get those ideas for how to move forward and how to implement these new belief systems or thoughts, ideas, lifestyles, whatever your medallion is for you, into your life so that you could start your new life, your new beginning, your new way of living, your new version of yourself. Okay, what do you need to focus on, Gemini? What do you need to focus on? What do you need to focus on? What do you need to focus on? Oop, I flung out. Choices. Lover's card isn't always about love. Could be about love. Could be about relationships. Could be about choices. What you need to focus on could be love, relationships, choices. It could also be about being vulnerable, being open to communication, and honesty. Like just honest, pure, honest communication. What do you need to focus on? I feel like the Lover's card is asking you to get clear about your values and your beliefs as you start to establish your new belief systems. And the Seven of Swords is asking you to be honest with yourself in regards to what it is you actually believe. Are the beliefs that you have really what you believe and how you feel? Or do you actually have you formed your own new belief systems that you haven't yet implemented into your life? The sword, the Seven of Swords also could be saying as well to be strategic in regards to creating your ideas and plans for how you move forward and work on getting past your setbacks and frustrations to move forward into your new belief systems and your new beginning. I feel like also with the needing to release fear and insecurity, it could be saying that you are deceiving yourself with fear and insecurity. That could be something that is an obstacle as well. Alright, so I'm going to do an advice card for you guys now. I am rich in miracles because I am the greatest miracle in the world. You are a brew of the gods, magic, and the impossible. You are a creation with as much wizardry as any in the universe. You have the ability to move freely and explore. You have the gift of communication and choice. You were born equipped with a power that only gods have, the power to create. It's the only power you need to manifest happiness and freedom forever. So I feel like this actually goes with this Lover's card, because I had mentioned that it was about honest communication. And so I feel like your advice is honest communication with yourself about your belief systems and your values. So communicating honestly with yourself about your beliefs and your values. All right, Gemini, that is your reading for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed it, I hope that you will like it, and I hope that you subscribe. If you feel called to, share the video. I would also love to hear any comments that you have regarding the reading. If you want to tell me your story, if you just want to say hi, I would love to hear from you. It would really make me happy. So I guess that is it for your reading today, and I hope that you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.